Can you hear me?
Yeah. I was just gonna ask you. Something's in the background echoing. Is that on your end?
I don't think so.
Okay, it might be your phone. Okay.
Wait,
All right.
let me see.
Cool. Man, I haven't seen him in a minute. Okay. All right. Let's. We're live. We're live.
Oh, we
Hey
are
guys, how
already?
you doing? Yep. We are. We're already live here
Okay.
because people are saying that they can hear us. How you doing, Jesco?
Okay.
I haven't seen you in a minute. I've sent you some emails saying hello and stuff like that. Texas Tornado, Dancing Outlaw, Jessica, Lauren Plume. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Hey, champ. Dear Jane, you got. Hi, Curious Kathy.
Hi, I must be on a different.
It's on the stream. It's on the channel on like right by where your picture is. Do you see it? I have it up on the screen.
Oh, okay.
All of them are coming up. So we got a hey, Toddy and Kathy.
Hey, maybe I should go to the other channel. Grace is in this one here. Hey, Grace, good to see you tonight.
I appreciate you, Grace. We got Grace.
And Cree.
Borrowing her as a moderator. Yep, Creative. How you doing?
Hi, Creative.
Do you see Dear Jane? They said hi, Curious Kathy.
No, I didn't see them. It's on the other. See, I can't read the one on the screen that is all blurry.
I guess I can read them all then. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm bad at checking emails.
Yep. I see.
No, but don't give it to me here. You can give it to me on the. Send me an email, and then I'll send you a text, my friend. Don't put it on here.
Susan Landros.
Tony. We're just calling out names now.
Yeah, so the chat split. One's on one channel, one's on the other. Okay.
Yeah. So, well, people tell me that, they like, I'm trying to just do what kind of people have asked. It's not great for the moderators, I know, but for people that just use phones, it's better for them, from my understanding. And people that use the computer, the horizontal, they like it better. So, I don't do it for I don't do it for church because it's hard, and I don't want people trolling church. But anyway,
right.
Jessica says I wouldn't put it on there either. I wouldn't be so drunk. But it is nice to see you, my friend, and I hope all is well. I've been praying for you and your loved ones here, just so you know. Rita, how are you? Bridget, nice to see you again, Bridget. Anyway, it's great to see everybody again. Grace, thank you so much for allowing me to borrow you tonight. Because Jamie's got some family stuff going on and nobody knew I was going live. Kathy let people know from her channel I was going live. I didn't let anybody know. I don't know why. I just I've been doing these impromptu ones. In the meantime, we just didn't know the time. You know what I'm saying? We weren't sure of the time. So, but thank you for coming, Kathy.
Oh, thanks for inviting me.
Well, and because we've had some interesting conversations about Eric and what we think Eric is doing. So that's what this is about. This is like about the conversations that, because we scrutinize, why is he saying so much? Why is he saying what he's saying? Isn't it weird that he's changed everything over? Is he rewriting history? And Kathy, what's your opinion about anything about that? Just
the timing is interesting. Why now? You know what I mean? And I put out a video where I think he's maybe laying the platform to ask for some type of funds for something. He says he wants to sue adult protection and he wants justice, he said. And so, and that takes money. And then I kind of, go ahead.
No, go ahead, you finish. Because
Oh,
when
uh-huh.
go ahead, finish.
Well, yeah. So I put out that video where I think he's you know, maybe, fishing around. He's going to be asking for money. And then, funny enough, he put out a message last night. He didn't show up Monday, and he didn't show up Tuesday. But last night he put up a message that said, he's been busy. His friend had a death in the family or something. Then he said he's got an interesting story. That is, and his friend might need some help. So anyway, and maybe he's had to, regroup and
Didn't he,
maybe. Hmm?
yeah, didn't he say something to the effect of maybe you guys can help my friend or something like that? Or did I
Yeah,
not hear that correctly?
yeah, yeah. He put it up last night. Yeah, I think it was a short little video. Yeah, just saying that. Yeah, he's had some stuff come up. That's why he's not been on. And he's got a story that you might want to hear. Well, you might not want to hear it because it's a sad story, and maybe you guys can help out my friend or something. I can't remember word for word. It was last night.
Definitely implied. Definitely got the impression
Yeah,
he was gonna have his hands out, right?
yeah. Maybe not for him. Now he's got to maybe have it for a friend or something. But also, it must have came to a point where he feels it's safe to, well, that it's not only safe to talk now about everything and spill the beans, but it's also, I think maybe he's got nothing to lose at this. You know what I mean? You know how people get to the point, well, I got nothing to lose, I might as well. You know what I mean?
Well, funny you say that because I'm sure I'm gonna hear heat about this, but I blocked Patrick, so I don't know who's gonna come at me from him, but it is reminiscent. It is reminiscent on him, on on. So when this whole thing went to shit, and Patrick felt like there was no way he was going to get in trouble, and he was talking to everybody, and he wanted to
Mm-hmm.
tell everybody his story, and it
Mm-hmm.
was, I don't know if it was to change the narrative, I don't know if it's a true story, but it's reminiscent to that. You know what I'm saying? So when you were saying that, I was like, wow, this really sounds like Patrick. So, and we know that Patrick was indicted, so, I mean, he's up on those charges. So, I feel like,
Yeah.
maybe he does have that attitude of, "Oh, man, I better get sympathy out here now. Look at how well it's worked for Patrick." You know what I'm saying?
Well, he definitely is fishing for sympathy. I mean, it's really obvious. He's actually gone like way overboard on that. I'm trying to get sympathy. I mean, he kind of
Mhm.
always had that, but he's laying it on thick. And why? It's either for money or to, change the public opinion. Because if something happens, he would like the public support. Because I don't think he's got a whole lot of public support right now. Yeah, if you go into his live stream, it seems like a lot. That's just because I'm pretty sure he's weeded out any comments that don't make him look good. So it seems
He
like he's got
definitely
support.
he
Hmm.
has deleted comments because people have told
Hmm.
me that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I have
Yeah.
subscribers that have said, "He's deleting comments because I wrote this." You know what I mean? The first
Hmm.
night, I don't think that the first night it was all hate. Like, there was maybe 10% of the people,
Yeah.
and I mean, it was all, and he
Oh
hasn't done anything, in my opinion, to change that. There's been no change
no.
in anything. He hasn't shown any receipts. And you brought up a point, and I didn't talk about it. I don't know if you did a video about the what you deduce, instead of it being the spit, the tobacco spit.
Hmm.
You remember you shared with me, you said, "I'm not sure that's tobacco spit. What room was Ray in?" Because you know, maybe it was from Ray, or maybe it was from the baby. There was a baby there, right? Didn't Betty have
Yeah.
a nephew there or something?
No,
A
yeah,
great nephew or somebody?
that too, there was a baby there too. Yeah. Bounced on her lap with some other young lady, but then there was also Patrick, and Patrick had a lady friend, and the lady friend had a little girl. And I don't know if there was a baby there too, but they had puppies and but they had the Whittakers over, and when Eric
Hey, T,
and
bro.
his
He-
Eric and his buddies came in on Wednesday, they left to go to the Amish. They left out of state, so they were gone Thursday and Friday. And if you remember, I think it was Thursday, was when Eric and his buddies were out of town. Patrick was at the Airbnb with, on his own with his whoever. Remember, he had the Whittakers over and he made potato soup, remember?
Right.
They're all over there. They're all in Patrick's condo. That's when he had the dog up on the counter. But yeah,
Yep.
remember, he was in the kitchen cooking, remember?
Yep.
And so he had the Whittakers over there. And, look, I mean, so you're going to have to, that's a risk. Listen, if I have the Whittakers over at my house, and Ray and everybody, and eating.
We know who the Whittakers are. We know who.
Right.
We know their
And
habits.
so, yeah, so a risk.
You're not being mean. That's the truth. We
Right.
know who
A
they
risk
are. He
comes
knew who
with,
they were
yeah.
because he made fun of them. He knew who
Right.
they were because he made fun of them. So, I mean, come on. Like,
Yeah. So, I mean, if you invite them over, you know that there's a risk that they're going to spill, they're going to be messy, whatever. Even Eric kept saying, well, Ray wipes his hands on the wall all the time. The logs will be good for that, remember? Well, if Ray wipes his dirty hands on the wall all the time after he eats, then, you should expect, hey, when they come over, we might have to, do some cleaning. And so
exactly.
he had their blessing. In fact, he probably encouraged, he was so happy to be out of town, out of state with his buddies and Robert and everybody else, Mark and Robert's friend and everybody. They're out on a vacation. They're happy as hell. And they're coincidentally missing the restraining order that day too. Yep. Thursday the 4th or whatever it was. Yeah, they were happily out of town, happily, in my opinion, happy to miss that restraining order on purpose, in my opinion. And then, yeah, so he was all for the Whittakers over there. Make more content, cook something, you know what I mean? So it can't be like, oh my goodness, what did you have Whittakers over there for? No, it was all for it. And with Whittakers, it comes a risk. And we all know that Ray chews snuff. And have you ever seen him with a spit bottle? Nope. Okay, then where's he spitting it?
Well, I heard he swallows it.
I don't know, but it's all over the front of his shirt. It's usually what's in his pants and his lap too. People think it's soil, but usually it's that, it's a mess. Okay, it's a mess. Even with the careful guy that does it, it can be a mess. So. Yeah, I don't know. Was Ray in that bed with the snuff all over the place? I don't know. Who knows?
Or
then, like I said,
it could have been. It
could have been the baby.
Exactly. It could have been the dog that stepped in something and brought it in. It could be
Right.
that. And you said something about how you thought that the smudge on the wall was the wheelchair. Like his it wasn't a wheelchair. He had like a scooter. Not a scooter.
But yeah.
No, he had a wheelchair. You're right. He did. He had a wheelchair.
Yep, and he also had a like electronic scooter.
About Patrick. Yep.
Yeah, Patrick. He had a scooter. So whatever's on the wall is, I know what that is. It's a rubber tire mark.
I believe
a rubber tire.
That made sense. That made sense when you said that. Yep.
It's whether it's a wheelchair or a scooter, that's a rubber mark. I mean, that came off of a tire. And that's exactly the spot where it would be too. And yeah, so I think his scooter was hitting the wall. And I didn't want to downplay the mess, but the way he described it, it was like trash. And yeah, I don't know why dude didn't pick up the dog poops. That's probably the worst, was dog poops. And
because I don't even believe the pills. Like, who's gonna fucking leave their pills?
No,
Nobody's
yeah.
leaving their pills.
Yeah,
Nobody-
and you could, he could have picked that up in 2 seconds and whatever. Move on with it. Grow the hell up. You know what I mean? Pick up the shit. But yeah, I don't believe somebody was there for hours cleaning, because first thing you do is you grab a trash bag, you go room to room, pick up that diaper, pick up this, pick up that, dump that, get ready to vacuum. You know what I mean, or whatever. So yeah, it's all a bunch of bullshit. And I had just seen a whole bunch of videos that came up on YouTube about trashed Airbnbs. Have you seen those? They like squirt ketchup, and they had syrup in the stove, and all squirted all over the walls, and red Kool-Aid splattered on the carpet. You know, food all over the place.
Right.
Fixtures ripped out of the ceiling. I thought it was going to be like that, man. Hell no.
Oh, we knew it wasn't going to be like that, because he would have shown us pictures. He would have shown us pictures right away of that.
He would have shown it right away. And what did he keep saying as he's pulling the video up? He kept saying, "You guys, this video doesn't do it justice. It doesn't do it justice." Okay, wait a minute. That right away he's saying, I know this isn't going to look bad. That's basically what he's bracing everybody that it's not going to look that bad. Pictures, and boy, what horrible acting. Did you see the acting when he was in the kitchen? He had to pull the shirt up over his face. Oh my God, this stinks so bad, you guys. Oh, it's so horrible. And they open the fridge and then they shut it. Listen, Patrick left the day before. It's been 24 hours. What could possibly stink? Listen, I've emptied out those houses that somebody died at a month or two earlier, or it's been abandoned or whatever. We've had to tape refrigerators shut and haul them out. Okay, that takes weeks, if not months, to get like that, right? At least a week in a hot atmosphere. But there's no way it would have stunk up the entire condominium, all the apartments, in one day. What since yesterday could stink that much? Remember, he left 7 a.m. He was told to get, and think about it. This is Patrick. Eric calls Patrick, tells him to get the F out, 7 o'clock in the morning. And you think he's going to sit there and pick up? No, Patrick, being Patrick, he's angry. He said, fine, he's going to leave. Do you think he's going to sit there and tidy up? Hell, no, most people wouldn't. Most people would.
Wouldn't either.
I wouldn't either. I'd take my shit and leave. Oh, I got to get out now.
Sit there, but dogs. My dogs ain't shitting in the house.
And I don't get why they didn't pick that up right away. I mean,
if it's legitimate, because Grace said, it could be that he was set up. He was being set up. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't trust Eric, right? So we really don't know. If he was, we don't know. I don't know. I can't imagine how he could leave dog shit, because that, I believe, would probably smell not too good. You know what I mean?
Right. And they're not going to sit.
Right. Yeah, I can't see them sitting there right by, because that was right by the kitchen too. I can't just, I can't. Let me tell you something. I do believe that Patrick is very clean. I forgot who told me that, but somebody did tell me that he was very clean. Somebody that had spent time with him. They just said he was, that he's a real clean guy. Like, he takes pride in his, he definitely supposedly takes pride in himself. Not trying to be friends with you again, Patrick, but I'm just saying what somebody did say about you. I remember hearing that. So I just don't see him leaving dog shit right there by the kitchen, especially if he's making something to eat. Like, nobody's going to deal with that. So, maybe that, who knows what was under that pile. Oh, Kathy's back. Talking to myself.
Yeah, me too. But nonetheless, he was rushed out. I don't know why the poops were there, if they're planted or not, but everything else was manageable. Pick it up. You know what I mean? But yeah, anybody'd be mad if you woke up and told, get out. I'm done with you. I'm done with the Whittakers. I'm done with all this shit. Get out. You know what I mean? So yeah, he packed his stuff and left. You know what I mean?
Right. Hey, Kathleen, thank you. Grace is here as well. She's helping us out tonight. Kathleen, Grace, Kathleen. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. It looks like Kathleen has the phone chat.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it looks like that's what
Mhm.
yeah. Thank you, Kathleen. I appreciate you. Thank you, Grace, again. Thank you. And thank you guys for coming on over here. There's a nice healthy group here. So thank you for that. So yeah, so Kathy and I, those that are just coming in, Kathy and I have had some conversations about what the hell Eric is doing. And we both
Mhm.
kind of laughed because Kathy said, hey, we might be getting sued. She said it jokingly because Eric has threatened to sue the people that are saying, that he's not cleared yet. And, Kathy and I mean, right? Because,
Yeah.
it's funny because the police put out a statement that there was an open investigation and there were 2 men being charged, right? And they
Mhm.
mentioned the names Eric Carroll and Patrick Rourke.
Mhm.
Patrick was indicted, but that nobody said that Eric's cleared except for Eric. And Eric
Nope.
is actually trying to sue, right? Because they're not clearing him. And as of January, Mark, who you call douche, right? He's
Mhm.
didn't I put something up there that said that they've been waiting or they expect a retraction about what was said from the New
Yeah.
York Post and the West Virginia State Police. And they didn't retract anything. They didn't retract anything. So if nobody's giving any kind of public statement besides Eric, I'm not believing it. Well, remember the last time they tried to get us not to talk about the Whittakers? And
Yeah.
he finally admitted, no, I'm not going to keep my mouth shut. I'm not going to, yeah, because nobody has the right except law enforcement
Right.
or a lawyer to tell you, hey.
Now, not only was he named a suspect in September, which he was very upset about, because he thought he had a deal, right?
Right.
But
I believe that.
so not only was that, but after Patrick got arrested on January 16th on that Friday, after that, the police put out another statement, which I showed on my video. And
Right.
that statement from the West Virginia police said Patrick's been arrested and this and this and that. And then it said the investigation continues. It didn't say anything about Eric being cleared. So yeah, if he's got a problem, he needs to take it up with the police. And then I called the police myself last Wednesday, a week ago today, because he was making seem like
I know that
you
you did. I wasn't sure if you put it online yet. I know that you did.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
And
so
you
on one of my
called and you
videos.
asked them. Okay, so yeah, tell the
Yeah.
people that might not have seen that because Kathy actually called West Virginia State Police and tell them, please, Kathy.
Yeah, a week ago today, I called the West Virginia police, and I have it on recording. And I played the transcript for it on one of my videos I just put up called I called West Virginia, Beckley or whatever. But the lady said, I said, hey, I'm just wondering if that investigation is still going on with the Whittakers. And I said, I noticed that one got arrested, but what about the other one? What about Eric? Is he still under investigation? And the lady said something like, ma'am, we're not able to get this out to the public. And then I said something like, well, I mean, you had the article in there saying that he was under investigation. I don't see anything where he was cleared. And then I don't know. Then I don't know. I asked a few questions. Then she said, why do you want to know all this? How are you involved? And I said, well, I gave the police some information last fall, and I'm curious. I'm curious, Kathy. Anyway, she said, just watch. I said, so do you think if Eric gets cleared, are they going to put something out? She said, you know what? Just watch for the release. She said, when they're ready, they'll put something out. Yeah.
That doesn't seem like that she said Eric's clear.
No, she didn't. She didn't say he was or he wasn't, but she really didn't want to talk about it, that's for sure.
I remember you said that. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I said
Kathy's channel is
thanks.
Is right under here, right under my little caricature thing going on, my little avatar.
Yep,
So
1111. Yep.
guys,
Thank you.
for
Yeah.
the channel, of course.
Yeah, but in the I labeled it a couple videos back. Eric says he's cleared, so I called the Beckley police myself. And then somewhere, I don't know, a little bit into that, I show where she answers the phone and I start talking, but I really didn't want to put her voice on it. It's legal. I'm in Minnesota. I can record whoever I want. And actually, they're in a one party state too. But
Yes.
anyway, I recorded it, but I really didn't want to put her out there on the spot. So
Right.
I showed the transcript and I read the transcript, which she said what I said. She said, I said. Like I said, then a little bit too many questions. Her tone changed a little bit, and she's wanted to know who am I, why am I involved. So I'm just curious. It's out there. I mean, duh. I mean, I didn't say duh, but you know, of course. I mean, I can't be the only one calling, too, am I? I mean, either she's got a lot of calls or no calls. Yeah.
No, I guarantee you. So, Jelly the Best. So a big shout out to Jelly the Best. Jelly the Best is the one that made Eric into a saber-tooth tiger panther.
Oh yeah. Shout out.
So big shout out. Now we need a shark. We need a shark now. Jelly the Best. We need him to be a shark, and yeah, that would be cool. If you want to do that, that'd be great. And we can go ahead and use that thumbnail as well, because he is a shark. I think he is a shark. I think that that he's trying to rewrite history, and he's trying to insult us. And I did a video as well where I just stop at every sentence and show people, in my opinion, what he's trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Like where I break down, like where he's saying how he's so hurt and what happened to him. And I'm saying, what about the Whittakers? Like, this isn't about you, man. And see it exactly for who it is, and not for what it is, and not be manipulated. There is a family that is broken up permanently. This is not a temporary situation. I don't believe it's temporary at all. I think this is a permanent situation now. And the people that got the house were the people that he wanted to keep out of the house.
Yeah, that's what I said. Ironically, the two he wanted gone, BJ and Larry, are the only two that live there now. I mean,
exactly.
Everybody but them are gone. Yeah.
Exactly. Hey, Gladys, how are you? Gladys, I'm sorry. How are you?
Oh, crap.
What's the matter? Oh, crap. There isn't a no crap here. Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I thought one of them kittens got out of the porch, but it wasn't. It's a different cat.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to make sure my dog doesn't go near the cat.
I love the way everybody says hello to everybody here. Look at this. I love this. I love it. Everybody's saying hello. They're sending these little signals that don't have the middle finger. They're love signs and all this.
That's good positive vibes, man. Good positive vibes.
I love it. I really do.
So, Eric said he's not coming on, but we did hear from Patrick last night. Do you know what Patrick said on his Facebook?
I haven't seen Patrick in a minute. I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't
he
seen
said
that at all.
on his Facebook last night. He was talking about Eric. I think he even had his picture or something, but it's definitely he's talking about Eric, saying how something like I should read it. I should pull it up and read it. But yeah, if you got it, he said something about he shouldn't be on there lying because he's already been proven this to be false or something. And then he said something like,
I'll read it. Hang on a second. I'll get it and read it.
Yeah, okay. And then something about he should go live. I say, all right, Patrick. Yeah, and send me a link, Patrick. I'll come up with you. I'll be your motion.
I think Patrick did go live, but he's only singing.
Oh, he did? So what was the message last night? Oh, and people...
I'm looking.
People said you should come live, but forget about Eric. Just do some music or something. Yeah, he did. Yeah. So he said something about Eric lying, and he probably shouldn't go live or something.
Okay, so here it is. I'm gonna
Yeah.
read it. This was
All right.
last night. I would disable comments on lives and videos also, especially if someone caught me up in a substantial amount of lies. On a good note, I thought about going live this week. When that time comes, everyone is welcome. Who agrees? Yes? No? Let's invite a special guest. Comments are always welcome here. Well, man, I'm going to tell you, I wouldn't go live if, but he's so stubborn. And he needs to follow the advice of his lawyer. That's
Yeah,
what he
for
needs
sure.
to do, in my opinion. So we're gonna write to him from our community.
Mhm.
Please just take the advice of your lawyer. The advice of your lawyer, and I mean that.
Yeah, because the lawyer would
man.
never be happy if somebody went out on social media, in the middle of your court case like this.
Especially when they're telling you not to do anything. Just write songs, man. Just write songs and sing your songs. And I mean that because he's talented. You know what I'm saying? And I've
Yeah.
tried to encourage that. But again, I'm no fan of his. I'm not unblocking him or anything like that. Betty is in a different state. She's
Mhm.
no longer in West Virginia. And I believe that she's with friends that she's known for a little bit. And they're really they are looking out for her, but they are more or less gatekeeping her. But they're not putting out videos on Betty. You know what I mean? So from my understanding, what was told to me is there's good days and bad days, but Betty is starting to spend time on Betty. Like she's starting to put on a little bit of makeup and she's starting to give herself the attention that she didn't have time to give herself. Does she like it? I think she'd rather still be taking care of her family, but I think
Right.
that she's taking a little bit of pride in herself that she never had the time to take before. And I think she's enjoying finding this out simply because she doesn't have a choice. This is the way it is. So she shouldn't be miserable forever. I'm not sure she's seen the family. I think that she's working on that. She is
Yeah.
okay. That I know. She is okay. She is okay.
Yep.
Yeah, she got her lawn mowed, man. She was proud. I'm just telling you. T-Bro's the man. This is a man. This is a man of class right here. Thank you, mods, for all that you do. Thank mods for all that you do. That's somebody that's thinking of people. Thank you, man. Thank you for being the man you are. Salute to the mods. Respect them. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So what else about how are Larry and BJ at the house? I thought the state of or county gave them 30 days to leave if the sewer. They're at that house.
Obviously, that was just bull crap.
They're at that house because yeah, I know that they're at that house.
Yeah,
they're
they're
at
still there.
they're there. So
Yeah.
oh, guys, if you guys seriously, I just don't understand why they couldn't just pull a double wide, even a used double wide. They could have got for
Right.
$50,000.
Right.
$50,000, and maybe if they would have, they could have even made that for a wheelchair accessible, because I know people that had
Yeah.
wheelchair accessible double wides. So maybe if they would have spent $100,000 with it being all connected into the ground with the
Right. Yep. Pad.
water and sewer
Mhm.
and getting the
Mhm.
pad and just doing it all, maybe it would have cost $100,000, $110,000.
Really?
I mean, because electric was already there and sewer was already there. So I mean, come on, at the most
You know what? Yeah.
$100,000.
Yeah, it would have been a done deal. Then you would take off the table the living conditions. That would have been off the table. adult protection couldn't say anything about that. You know what I mean? Because I think half of it was the house condition, and I think the other half was the claims of abuse, right? So I think that would at least have been taken off the table, the conditions. And what bothers me about that adult protection deal and the Eric deal and the whole thing is I've never seen, unless it's something horrible like stuff you see on TV. Um, I've never seen. They never gave Betty a chance to make any corrections. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this isn't safe. That's not safe. They could have popped a house in there, but other than the house, most of the time, I think they would give the parents or the people or whatever like time to correct. Make some corrections or whatever. Betty wasn't. None of them were allowed to see their family ever again. Now, what can? I mean, unless you're, you know, unless
Hang on
it's
one
something
second.
horrible.
Jelly, can you open up his mouth and show like his teeth? Like there was a video of him last night on my that I did of him where Eric she did the hammerhead shark of him, but he looks too happy. Like he needs to look more aggressive. So he said
Eric the shark.
Yeah,
Eric the shark. Oh,
yeah, I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you guys. But I think it should look a little bit more aggressive. You guys wait. I'll show it to you. So. Well, let me see. Can you see it? Wait a minute. Let me see. Because here you go. See it? I know you see it because I see it.
Oh, you telling me in the back? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so, but I think his mouth should be open, like when he gets real nasty like that. That's what I.
Yeah, it should be. Oh, yeah, it should be easy to find a picture of him.
Yeah, I have it on mine. I actually stopped one of my. I did it on my live stream where I'm showing him, or maybe it wasn't the live stream. Maybe it was that 9-minute video. No, I think it was the live stream.
He actually had some crazy facial poses.
I know.
Like he was, like you can just stop it randomly to talk, and you'll just see a crazy face. Like, wow, he looks crazy. Yeah. So he said, he'll be coming on again and answering more questions. It's funny. When he answered those questions, I think the first 5 of them were the same exact question. I think the family's ever going to come back after what Patrick did. Oh, man, that's hilarious. Yeah, after what Patrick did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was great, right? So here, Kelly's saying maybe APS handled it the way they did so they could get them out of the public spotlight. So I agree with that because of the urgency that Eric created and people started calling them. So I believe that. And but Eric caused that. They were living like that for 70 years. Like
right.
And it is very sad that Betty didn't go.
And you know what? He was saying well, he was saying Betty should have been part of the equation, but I don't believe that. Betty shouldn't have gone to a nursing home too. I don't believe that at all, that she should have been part of that equation. Nobody should be a part of the equation. But, I mean, I don't think Betty wants to be locked up in a nursing home, wherever the hell they are at.
I wish that she would have had the option to at least get them settled there, not this
pretend bit. For sure. For sure.
They're saying that Eric did it. In the meantime, you counted how many days? How many days did Eric actually know them? Did Eric
33 days. 33 days or something like that.
So how well did he really know them? You know what I'm saying? He didn't. And he remember we had this big fight when he said he made the comment and said that he knew what Lorraine was saying or what Timmy was saying, and I was like, no, he doesn't.
No.
And everybody, not everybody, but people kind of fought me on that. And he just admitted, yeah, he doesn't know. He said that Betty understood them. And people remember when people were arguing that Eric understood him better than Betty, and I'm like, what are you?
Yeah, right,
Remember that stupid argument? And Eric just
Yeah.
admitted, that they had their own language and everything. Of course they did.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just sad that Betty was cut out completely, and you know, I mean, because unless it's like severe abuse or something, I just don't see why they didn't get no visits. It was sad. But then again, Eric is the one who's mourning the loss of his relationship and the separation from the family. Like, you don't even know these people. You know them 30 days.
You know, I think there's something to that, and I don't think it has to do with abuse on that end. I do think originally when they first got there that Betty had told untruths, as we know, because we saw the video where she said that she was basically being extorted. So I think that caused a bunch of confusion. And I think there were other people, to be honest with you, that murkied the waters, and people that even subscribers and stuff that, you know, butted into bullshit and caused more of a situation than they should have. And I'm not talking about this. Listen, I'm not gonna sit here and bash people because Eric fooled them into thinking that people needed to call right away and create that urgency. But I think it's unfair that there were people that tried to call and get inside information. I've never done that. I've never reached out to the Whittakers, and I was offered their phone number by a few people, and I'm like, I don't want it. Like, I don't want it. I like reporting on the family, but I don't want to interrupt the family. I don't want to bother the family. And if somebody like BJ or somebody wanted to reach out to me, my email's out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always say it, it's on my description. And somebody could have reached out to me if they wanted to reach out to me. They don't want to reach out to me, and that's fine. I don't expect that. But you know, I've never been anybody to call yes and had them shut down, or no, you know,
I mean,
the Thanksgiving thing, you know. And I think the Thanksgiving thing, somebody might have interrupted that too. We had one person call, and then all of a sudden there was another person calling. We didn't need the other person calling. We just needed the one person calling. So I think that, you know, unfortunately, the stupid thing created people that also wanted to get in on the limelight here that had nothing to do with, and I think maybe their intentions were good, but look at what it caused. Obviously, I mean, the family is not together. They don't trust anybody or anything like that.
Yeah, but the way that they came in and took them was like it was life or death. And does anybody really believe that it was life or death that they had to be removed that day? I mean, that's what happens if it's life or death, you know?
TNT wants to come up, and because here's what TNT says. TNT Dynamite. She said, Toddy, can I come up real quick and say something about Eric second live with Mark? I don't have a problem with that. Are you okay with that, Kath? You all right with that, Kathy?
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
Okay. Yeah, all right. I don't have a problem with that. Hang on one second. Let's see. Oh, I think that's your channel.
What?
I had put up your channel because I thought I did the copy and paste it originally. But hang on. All right. All right, TNT Dynamite. Come on up. All right. It's all right. Come on up. Come on up. Come on up. I'm doing the Jefferson song, Kathy.
It's moving on up.
But I'm saying, come on up. I'm doing it to the melody, the melody of it. TNT Dynamite. Remember that song? I do remember that song. So, let me see. Just want to check.
Grace said, try leaving and coming back. Do I have a bad connection?
You're all right. You know, the thing is you use an Android, so it's never going to be crystal clear. That's why I'm trying to beg you to get a different, different products, but that's all right. Here we go. We got TNT in the studio. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are y'all doing?
I'm good.
Good. How are you?
I'm great, Kathy. I just want to say one thing, and it may or may not have caught me the right way because of all the crap that they both say, or they all say.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mark had said something. He had mentioned something, how they travel state to state.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that he said it, it kind of made me think that different states offer them money for coming in and doing similar type, like buying out of the residence. Now, he didn't say buying out of the residence, and he didn't say, but they were talking about EPS and the meeting, and then he had said that. But I think Eric kind of cut him off fairly quickly on that.
Well, he did say this is what we do. I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
they travel state to state, and
yeah, and they've done APS in Georgia, APS in Florida, and this is what we do. And I thought that too. What do you mean this is what you do? You go extract people out of their houses?
You buy them up essentially from the state? I didn't get that.
Yeah, and he had all that. Yeah. And it's funny because he said, yeah, go. He goes, should we go over that, Eric? And Eric says, yeah, you can go over the stats, but don't name any numbers. And then Mark went on to name numbers. I mean, he said, well, this is this much. And to get extraction, like he sure knew all that pretty well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's just weird to me. Like, why would states be offering? They weren't even a trouble to the state.
I know. And
the only time they became a trouble to the state was when he got there.
Right. But that thing, that the way that I took it was that they were invited there to free APS to just give them the money to sell them out or whatever, however that works or whatever. I was wondering, does that really go on?
Yeah, and you know what? I was going to bring this up in a video because I got a few videos I'm working on. But one thing I did notice that, you know how Eric keeps saying that everything was good. He was going to get Timmy. They were just kind of stalling him, telling him, wait till the heat dies down. Then you'll get Timmy and blah, blah. And then eventually he had to leave and stuff. But yeah, he was saying, once I told them that I'm going to spill the beans on you guys, I'm going to say everything. Then after that, they cut me off. They never answered another message. Well, of course they wouldn't. But,
right.
But then later I got to thinking, wait a minute. Why would he? Because I thought he's bluffing, but you know what? What if Eric does have beans to spill? That would make sense because he's acting like, how about if I tell everybody about your bullshit? You know what I mean? That's what Eric's saying right now. Oh, yeah, you're not going to give me Timmy. How about I tell everybody what you're doing?
That's
right? That hit me.
I was still, his cable is as much on them as what the rest have on him with the fraudulent charges.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. Why would he say... Listen, he's talking like he has leverage.
Yeah,
right. He's talking like, hey, oh yeah, you won't give me Timmy. How about if I tell everybody about your bullshit? I mean, and then just out of nowhere yesterday, I don't even know what I was doing, dishes or something. It just came to me. Wait a minute, what leverage? What beans? Because he's not saying this for nothing. I think there is some dirt there.
Right. Well, that's a dirty county. We'll know that because of all the other stuff with the lawyers and judges and.
I thought, you know what? I mean, I don't believe Eric on anything, but all of a sudden, I think he might have something on APS. I think he does have some leverage. That's probably why he wasn't charged. You know what I mean?
And that's probably why he came up those couple of days and
charged or not yet. We don't know that yet.
Well, right, he's not been charged yet. But still, because think about this. I saw a comment that somebody wrote, and I can't remember if it was on my video, somebody's video, but I remember the comment said, "Why did Eric boss APS around like he owned them?" And I thought, wait a minute, that is a good question. He just got there. 30 days. He spent 30 days there, and he's telling them jump, and they're saying how high. Get over here now. Tell Larry that this is a bunch of bullshit. Okay, we're on our way. You know, how did Eric? How does Eric have the upper hand over APS through all this? Right?
How long has his mom been retired or
That's
whatever
what
out
I'm
of the
asking
system?
about. He would know secrets from his mom, is
Right,
right.
exactly.
Yep.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to come up and just put that out there is better than
Yeah, no, that's
texting all that.
interesting. Very interesting.
No, yeah, totally see it. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, y'all. Keep up the great work, okay? This
Thanks,
is very
Tina.
interesting.
We appreciate
Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right,
a
I'll
lot.
see y'all later.
Yep.
So
Bye.
that's
Bye-bye.
interesting. That's very interesting because that's a whole other theory right there, right?
Yeah, because if Eric had nothing on APS, then he wouldn't be doing this. He wouldn't have that crazy look in his eye. You know what I mean? He does. I can tell he does have something on APS.
Well, you're not the only one apparently that thinks that he has something on APS, because that's exactly what TNT seemed to think too. And there's people in the chat that seem to think it too. We got a new picture. I want to share this picture. Hold on.
Marshmallow said if they're correct, West Virginia federal statute of limitation of 5 years. I looked and it depends on what it is. It can be 1 year, it can be 2 years, it can be more, and there'll be more if it's a financial crime, because financial crimes are always hidden. They're buried, you know what I mean? So it takes them longer to unearth evidence off of financial crime because people are hiding this shit, you know what I mean? So
Right.
the financial crimes, they give a little more time for statute of limitations because, yeah, it's evidence that's easy to hide. So they have to spend a lot of time with that.
I agree. I'm not sure, and I don't think he thinks he's exactly cleared right now. I'm sorry, I don't buy
I don't buy it. And it's so crazy. He said he's going to sue anybody who said he's not cleared yet. Like, okay, start with the police, and I'll be probably their codependent.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I agree.
You have to start with them and the post, and now he's acting like they're supposed to take his name off there and tell everybody Eric's not guilty. Okay, and even the post was supposed to, and they didn't do it. So yeah, no, getting hard to believe there. But and they, you know what? Maybe they did. I do believe that they probably said, "Don't worry, Eric. Just keep working with us. You're not in no trouble." You know that I believe they probably said that. It's so funny when he said he got double crossed, because that's what I said. There's so many movies where the two crooks work together, and at the end, that one double cross that takes it all, you know. But yeah, he got double crossed by the double crossers, but he said, yeah, he's gonna sue them and all this other stuff. Like, okay, you're gonna sue he's gonna sue everybody, and that's why I think he's going to ask for lawyer money, because people are going to say, yeah, well, they already are. They're already coming to my channel saying, you're going to get sued. Eric's going to sue you. What's that, the Silence of the Lambs version or what?
What, this one? No, this is a shark. It's a hammerhead shark right there. You see his mouth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let me move here. Let me move this. Hang on.
Oh, hey, I got the whole thing now. I only had part of the picture.
Yeah, exactly. So there it is. There's the whole version right there. And that's again from Jelly the Best. We love it.
Nice.
We love it, Jelly.
Nice.
Jelly, that's awesome. Now that's the perfect shark. There you go. There you go. Thank you again, Jelly. We love it. We love it. We love it. Kathy Hannah's having issues with her phone. Sorry about that. So getting I would think that there's something probably pretty bad coming if he's going to start throwing out threats to
Well,
APS.
it's almost the same thing that he did with Larry and the gas. If you don't do what I say, I'm going to
Yeah.
spill the beans on you. And
With Larry and
now,
Betty, yep.
yeah, and now he's doing it to APS. If you don't do what I say, I'm going to spill the beans on you. All right. And
Right.
yeah, so if he has something on them, that'll be interesting.
Oh yeah, that'll be content for a long time, and that'll also show the side of him. That will show more of a side to this guy, because he doesn't like he sits and relishes, it seems like, in Patrick's plate, right? As if he's just like so clean. That's the thing that bothers me is, man, you're just as guilty as him, in my opinion. Like, how dare you? I've never liked that like bully behavior, and it is almost like a bully behavior that Patrick's left holding the bag. Listen, I think Patrick should be holding a bag, but I also think that Eric's got a bag of his to hold. You know what I'm saying?
And
like, they are both equally responsible, except for one thing. Eric still has the money. He has more of it.
Right. And do you notice that what he said? I'm going to tell you where the money is. It's in the savings account. No, he says it's in a savings. Okay, wait. No, he didn't even say trust. He said in a savings account.
He said it was like a savings account. I thought he said it was a trust, but it was like a savings account.
Because he slipped up in the other day. Yeah, he was saying.
What you guys think in the chat? Well,
yeah, did he say a savings account? I know he did. Or did he say? Because he said it's just like that trust I was going to set up. He said that. So yeah, okay. It's not just. Yeah, so what savings account? Yeah. Because listen, if the state was holding it, that'd be one thing. You know what I mean? If it was a legal hold on it, it'd be one thing. He'd say so. But he said it's in a savings account. Like, okay, we're just take your word for that too.
Yeah, he never shows anything. I mean, you could show a bank receipt with that shit knocked off.
Right.
You know? But then the thing is, it would have to show when it was open. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How much money went in there. So that would be a hard thing to do now. Because it would have to be open right after you left, when you said you wanted to give them their money, and the state police and APS didn't want their money. Remember, Eric? Stupid wants to go, here, take my money, give it to the Whittakers for me, please. I want to clear myself. Who would do that?
Yeah, I think because he's a spender, and I think it was spent. My personal opinion, I think he spent it, and there is no money.
We watched him spend some of it over the winter. Remember when he was doing extravagant things? Like, didn't he do something for his father-in-law or something that cost a lot?
Yeah, brought him to an airplane simulator and have him simulate flying a plane, and yeah, he wasn't hurting for money.
The money is gone. Again, just my opinion. Broken contract. How you doing, Marshmallow? I hope you're feeling better. I know you weren't feeling too good. I think I sent you a text message. So hopefully you got that. And yeah, people are loving the shark. It's perfect. He is a shark. The Whittakers, in my opinion, were his prey. And Patrick is doing well on his cedarwood. Oh, I saw something that Patrick put up in his house. Well, he's got to stay home, so he should be working on his home. Didn't somebody tell me he put his house up for sale? Somebody said that. Was that true, or is that not true?
I didn't hear that.
I heard that a while ago.
I could look it up and see if it's on the market later. I haven't heard about that. I don't know. I mean, if I was gonna, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's trying to get some money up. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I wonder what he's hearing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely wonder, the things behind the stories of, what he's hearing about these people. But what gets me is this guy's anger. Like he's angry at the same people he called and involved. Like he involved them.
Yeah, he's the one that got a hold of him.
He's acting like
Yeah.
he never called them. Like we imagined everything, and I don't understand why he thinks we're so stupid. I mean, how do you figure that?
Right, he went 3 days in a row to the court, and he got the adult protection, he got the police involved and all this just so they could get someone to clean their house. Yeah, I mean, just bullshit. And then now he's acting like none of that happened. It's like adult protection waved him down, hey, mister, can you help us? I mean, no, he went and sought them out. He went through hell and high water to get them over there. Now he's acting like it was all some big mix-up.
Yeah, so Patrick, was that today?
What?
Was that today, T-Bro? He sent me putting my place up for sale. We'll post pics later and price.
Patrick said it himself? Well, that's
yeah, it looks
that's
like
a reliable source, yeah.
Well, here I'm going to show you. Let me show you what it says here. It was
you too could live next to Larry and BJ.
Well, BJ, now it would be BJ. Can you imagine in the description? And just across the street from the Whittakers, within a quarter of a mile to the Whittakers.
Maybe I should buy it.
That's funny though. It's not, but it kind of sort of is. You know what I mean? Like it's funny. Sorry, mate, but that's a little funny. Here, so I'm gonna show this. We're gonna get rid of this picture for a second, and we're gonna make us big again. And then
T-Bro said it was removed 1 hour after he posted it.
Oh, really?
Did you get it?
Yeah, you see it?
Oh, in the back? Oh, no.
Hang on. No, I'm putting it up where my face was.
Is that what? I can't see what it says too well. Is that what it says?
It says Patrick Rourke 3 hours ago, putting my place up for sale. We'll post pics later and price. But T-Bro says now that he put it down, he took it down. I wonder why he removed it so quickly. I don't know. Who knows? We're gonna go back up with this picture though.
T-Bro said I should buy it and I can rent it out to him.
I heard you. I mean, what would you do with the bag of noodles?
The house?
In front of his house.
Can't be that much.
Yeah, no, his house. He was doing some work to his house. You know what I'm saying? Like he really was doing some work to his house. So.
What if he's got permits and stuff and with the electric and all that or what?
Well, I think the electric was already done because remember when I showed when the walls weren't complete, that's why you could see the electric. Remember? It was a while ago. I was showing it because people were saying something about his house, and I was like, look, guys, he didn't even have windows, and I wasn't saying it to make fun of it, I was just showing it.
Right.
Marshmallow says he had it listed 2 months ago. I guess he's keeping it now where he's doing stuff to make it look better. It did look like he was doing home repairs when I just went over there.
Yeah, I think he has been working on it for a while, but that's good. It's always good, man. Sell it, flip it, make some money. The market's really good right now too. He'd probably better than maybe a couple years from now even. Because yeah, it's a roller coaster in real estate, and right now it's pretty high, so it would be a good time to sell.
Yep, and especially if he's heard he's not going to be there for a minute.
Yeah, right.
Marshmallow says, question. Guys, if you put question marks, that would be easier for me to spot them, just so you know, and exclamation points in front. This way, I definitely will know to read it out loud. Question. Mark stopped his contract with Betty 6 months prior to Patrick coming in. That was about the last time the video was, but I don't know when the contract stopped with Mark, to be honest with you. I didn't know that Mark had any kind of exclusive rights to
yeah.
I don't believe that because Vegas Profiles went there and filmed. You can't own a family. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't do that. And if like Vegas Profiles went there, that other woman with the Tesla went there that time. You know what I'm saying? So people have gone there and they've filmed them, and you can't own the rights to a family, in my opinion.
Well,
Especially when you live in
my,
California and come, when you want, not when you want, but I mean, that's not your only content. That's not fair, in my opinion. But
well,
anyway.
Mark admitted he didn't have a contract. He said he only said that because he didn't need a bunch of stray people showing up there harassing him.
Yeah, I can't imagine how he could.
And this is exactly what he knew would happen.
Right.
You know,
But
because Mark was a super professional. He already has money. He's not a shark. You know, he does shit by the book.
I agree.
He covers his ass, and he knows that anybody lesser of a businessman of him comes in with the wrong intentions, all hell's going to break loose. That's why he wasn't going to give him. He just wanted people to think. He said that he wanted people to think he had a contract, so people would stay away from there. That came out with the Tyler Oliveira, or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Tyler Oliveira, he's the guy that I think really caused a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm. He did. He did.
And I don't think Betty. I think Betty was. I don't think Betty lied like that. I think.
No, he made it sound like
that. Like, where's the big lump sum of money? That's the way I think.
Right.
Betty was, not the And even though she was getting a substantial amount of money, very often, it looks like really think that she was envisioning like one bulk sum. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I think she took it as, we wrapped up that house money, and did he send it to you? Kind of thing. Like, did you get
right?
Did you get the big balance of that house money? Or
That's the way I thought too.
He didn't say, has Mark been sending you money all along? He didn't say that. He said, where's the house? Didn't he give you that money?
Right.
And they're like, what money?
Right.
Yeah, right. She honestly was confused. Like, what money? Because, there was still some in there. So she probably thought, oh, maybe he heard that we were supposed to get some money. She was confused. She wasn't trying to pull some shit.
What they're trying to do is they're trying to make this woman responsible for every day, like to read people's minds and to have this great intuition. Where did she get this intuition from? Her porch? I mean, what intuition does Betty honestly have when it comes to social cues and to people asking questions? Have you ever seen Betty hurry and answer a question? No, she looks at you for a while.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying to figure shit out. And I'm not saying it to make fun of her, but she is not a worldly person. So anyway.
Yeah, Tyler did make an apology, but it was kind of a little mockery. It wasn't like real sincere. He was sitting on a toilet and he had some weird music, kind of making a joke out of it, but he did.
But also he said, let's buy them a trailer. You remember? And he wanted Mark to do it, and the way he did it was so presumptuous and pretentious.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just do it, and we'll be done with it. I'll give 40,000, you give 40,000.
Right.
And first of all, why did you put Mark in that situation? I think it was about principle, where Mark was like, fuck you, man. You went over there, you started this shit. It's all yours. And
now we're going to help him get a house together?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because,
Mark did go over there after that. Mark did go over there after that. And I have to tell you that the person that I thought really apologized to Mark was Larry. Remember? Larry went right up to him and shook his hand and said, man, I'm sorry. I was wrong.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then that Larry did that wholeheartedly. I believe that was sincere and genuine from him. What do you think?
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. And he kind of choked up when he said it too. He said, I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I mean, it was humiliation. It was, just like, man, I'm sorry. Yeah, we fucked up. And then And then BJ said, "I'm sorry too," and he said, "I'll talk to you in a minute." And then he went and forgave her and said, "I'm a forgiving kind of guy." So if they squash their beef there,
Right.
even after everything Mark went through, and then he continued for months, and even did another fundraiser when the trailer burnt down. So yeah, that's not what because he did the trailer fire video in December 2024. Then in January and February is when they got the GoFundMe money, and they had that cleanup and cleaned up all that debris from the fire. And then spring came, and voila, you got Patrick doing videos. I mean, and so that would have been about the time Mark came back. He comes back in the spring. So he would have been back April, May or something. But there's already somebody there. It's Patrick. I mean,
well, you also have to remember that he lost his partner too. So I don't know if he would have came back, because I forgot when she passed away. But
no, he was out doing other videos at that time. Yeah. I don't think I don't think he ever stopped. Yeah, you can go back and look.
Well, he did do a video, and he did say that he was pulling. He did pull away. I thought he did pull away, because I don't know that he was making videos. He might have had some videos. You know what I mean? Like he might have had some videos that needed to be edited or something. But I got the impression that he said that there was something that he was pausing on, or he had paused on it because of what happened, and that's why he came on to explain. I don't know. I watched just a few of his things. The Whittakers was one of the things I watched of his. Some of the stuff is too disturbing for me to watch of Mark's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is. It's dark. But
yeah.
So, but he didn't not show up in the spring of Whittaker's, and that's when he comes. Spring. He always says spring, and fall. But or summer. But he said, but he didn't do the spring one. It's not. I don't believe it's because the girlfriend died. I believe it's because these guys were there.
Well, I don't know. We'll have to see about that. But Marshmallow is saying that she promises Mark's contract ended just months before Patrick stepped in. And that could be a good reason why Patrick stepped in. Listen, we know that Patrick didn't. Somebody's saying your memory is amazing, Kathy. Sarah in North Carolina says your memory is amazing, Kathy.
Oh, thank you, Sarah.
What'd she say? No, I'm joking. I was making a joke. I think that, unfortunately, we learned through past messages, right, that didn't Patrick say something in a past text message that he was doing it just for the money? Didn't we see that somewhere?
Actually, the police put that out. The police in their release said that. I think it was that triangle one that I showed from the state police, that there was, it was one of those that I showed. Yeah, it said that the state police went through the messages, and Patrick Rourke was his reported to have said, "We're just going to make a bunch of money off these people," or something like that. That he's in it for the money or something like that. But Eric also, I believe, had some of those too. Boy, we could make a lot of money if we do this right and shit. You know what I mean?
Right. You okay, buddy?
Yeah, and that
one of those reverse sneezes.
Oh yeah.
You hear him? Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he's doing that reverse sneeze. Okay, Bob's. Okay. It's okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. If they had I didn't know they had a contract. Was that on Soft White Underbelly, or was that something? Who said that the contract just ended?
Marshmallow. Right here.
No, I mean, who did Marshmallow hear it from?
Can you write to us, Marshmallow, and let us know, or you want to come up here and tell us?
Did Patrick say it, Eric say it, or did Soft White Underbelly say it? Because he said that. I remember in that video, about Tony whatever Oliveira guy. He said, I just told them that we had a contract that we didn't really, but I told them that because I didn't need people. They don't need people showing up with bad intentions or whatever like that.
Right.
And he, well, like, yeah, and he just proved it. The dude that showed up there with the tiny little bag of groceries, like from a gas station or something. I mean, just one little bag or two little
Or the
plastic bags.
Tesla guy.
Yeah,
The girl
yeah.
with the Tesla that came, she came with a bag of groceries.
Yeah, I remember there was a guy and a girl that came, and they had some 12 packs of pop or something, and Timmy came running out, and the guy was so nervous, and he kept repeating the same thing. Well, we just wanted to bring you something. We just wanted to bring you something. He was really like, anyway. And he said, yeah, I kind of got nervous there. But yeah, they showed up. Some other people showed up. The guy that had the hat on with his business name, he showed up with sandwiches, I think.
Right.
Well, yeah,
my guy showed up, and I got upset with him. My friend from Vegas Profiles, but he stayed in touch with the family. And see, I didn't know stuff about that until we did that interview. And when he first showed up, I got a real bad taste in my mouth, and he understood that after he understood that I wasn't trying to go after him per se, but I thought that was in bad taste. But I didn't know that he had reached out to them after the fact and had stayed in touch with them, and has tried to do things for them and such. But I think that Tyler went there to cause shit. Every place he goes, he unfortunately causes shit.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
People can say that, but people can say that about me, Kathy. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing that shit about me too.
Yeah.
But I think that if Tyler really felt like Mark was ripping him off, that was a big channel to go after for that. He should have probably asked Mark, like, hey, and Mark would have said probably none of your fucking business, but then he would have been able to do something. At least he would have gone behind the scenes, and again,
well,
I've learned that because that happened to me with the channel where I should have asked something behind the scenes and I didn't, and I did it, publicly. So I mean, I could call myself out on my own stuff as well, but I mean, Mark, he did everything right in my opinion, and being the fact that he didn't want to police their money,
right.
And I understand that because it was their money, and then he'd have to call them liars and everything, and be skeptical, and who wants to take on that responsibility? So I think that Mark gave them every dime he said he would, and that came from the GoFundMe. And that's why when Eric, I'm sorry, didn't want the GoFundMe, that made absolutely no sense, because that would be the thing that you would want for taxes and to show everybody where the money is gone,
Right. Yeah. It's a mess. That's a mess. Yeah, he said the contract was broken when Betty allowed BJ to come back and stay in the camper. But Betty had no control of BJ. That land was family owned, not Betty's property. BJ was in camper living, and that's another thing. She wasn't even in the same house. That's all of their land, you know what I mean? And well, they're with the, I mean, so yeah, they really weren't in a position. And did you hear? They're trying to cover their tracks because Eric said, remember, I called it out for sure. I did, and I don't know who else did, but I called it out that Eric was the only one that left that courtroom with those restraining order papers. Remember, they even asked Betty in the vehicle. They said, who left with the papers? They said,
oh, yeah.
Eric left with the papers. Eric did. So you know what he's saying now to cover up that story? He's saying that after the court, the police went over and handed Betty a copy of the papers. Now, kid, give me a break. They're 30 minutes away. Are you telling me that the courthouse said, you know what? Let's run Betty over a copy. So now
Right,
Betty's got a copy, and now it's her fault. You know what I mean? I mean, just he's
Yeah.
he's
He is
he's
right.
trying to cover his tracks, and they're not very good. But yeah, because how would you explain that? How do you explain you missing the one who pushed for the restraining order? You missed the restraining order. At 9 days, you found out that your 10-day thing is over. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, if you're the only one that had the papers, it's kind of embarrassing.
Well,
but
and then he
if
admitted to that at one point. Then he
yeah,
admitted that he got it wrong.
yeah.
And now we're back to that
Now
she
we're
missed.
back to Now we're back to that they canceled it.
Right.
They canceled it behind their back. Yeah, so he goes in circles, and he's not even following his own lies very carefully. But now he's saying that the police later drove out and dropped Betty off her own copy. Like, that's so bullshit. Even in odd West Virginia, as odd as they are, they ain't going to send somebody a half an hour, 40 minutes, 40 minutes out with a copy. I've never seen a courthouse do that. They hand it to you, and then you leave. They don't drive out to your house the next day and say, "Here, we thought you might want to have a copy." That makes no sense. Yeah.
Exactly. There's a lot of good comments here. The whole family knew the
Yeah.
city police, county police, stores, everything. If they wanted to serve anything, they could have.
Right.
Do you really think Betty or Larry would have said, yeah, like he changed the contract. First of all, the contract, in my opinion, should be null and void because it's clearly an unfair contract. The content was the Whittakers, and yet the Whittakers are going to get 33 1/3, as well as Patrick and Eric. One entity, 6 entities, 5 entities.
Well, he showed the contract, and nowhere, and we all saw the contract. Nowhere in the contract does it say that the contract will be void if BJ's on the property. It never said that.
Exactly.
So
that's what they said too. Yep.
So you can't use that as a reason to stop your they didn't breach the contract by her being there.
There
was no breach.
He started changing the rules.
Yeah, changing them. Nope, now can't do this. Yep. He made it up as he went along, whatever suited him.
Right, I agree. So what else? I'm trying to read some comments and see if there's anything else that do you remember anything else in his do you think he's trying to get do you think he's trying to adopt Timmy?
Well, that's what he's saying. He wants his relationship back, even though there was none. And like you made an interesting comment in one of your videos recently. You said, would you guys feel different if this was a girl? No, it'd be downright creepy that he saw this girl for 30 days and he wants her.
Right.
Well, it's just as creepy with Timmy. I mean, I don't know how people don't get that.
I agree with you because
if it was
he's vulnerable.
Right.
And like
right.
And I don't mean to insult women. There's strong women, as we know. I'd like to think that Kathy and I are strong women, but Timmy is not. He's more of a helpless person that can't even really communicate very well.
Yeah.
So, and he has temper tantrums. So he isn't somebody that you could reason with on bad days. I would think you can't reason with them. I would think that Betty probably just let him get it out of his system, whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. Eric is very loud, and Eric could get aggressive. Who in the family was that way to Timmy? Like, that's got to scare Timmy. To be with somebody that you don't know, who gets so beat red in the face when he's trying to explain himself. And he's a bigger guy, at least he's wide. He can be quite intimidating. And here's Timmy. with a guy that he really doesn't fucking know, man. He just doesn't know.
Not only doesn't know him, but he's trying to act like it's his adoptive son that he's got rights to, like he's got parental rights. And you know what? Timmy is older than Eric. Timmy's 47. What's Eric, 44, 45?
Oh, really? I never even thought about that.
Timmy's older than, and he's trying to adopt a man who's older than him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric's only 44, or he was, and Timmy was 46 or something like that. Yeah, so he's trying to adopt a man who's older than him, who's pushing 50. Yeah, a
That's
man in his
crazy.
40s is trying to adopt another man in his 40s, older than him. Yeah.
Kathleen says, why was he bringing people to the band to meet Timmy? The band. What do you mean? The B&B. I think the B&B to meet Timmy.
That, and there you go, that too.
That's weird. Yeah, that was kind of weird. Like putting him on show. That was fucking weird, in my opinion. That
And then,
was
weird. And these strangers, and we never ever did find out who that other man was, who Robert Mass' friend, that they had to go to North Carolina to pick up. Who was that man? And they were giving Timmy hugs, long hugs, and every hug got longer.
That was weird. That
it was all weird.
That was creepy. That bit was creepy. I gotta say, that was creepy.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
It started out little hugs, and yeah, it ended up really long hugs. Like, wow. Yeah.
Florida in the Sun says vulnerable adult, whether boy or girl. Right.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
But
because people think because it's a boy, it's like his son. No, it ain't. It's vulnerable. Exactly. It's, no different if it was a boy or a girl.
Exactly.
It's, either way, it's creepy.
And I wanted people to think about that. I wanted people to say, "Hey, what if it was a girl?" I mean, what? Because somebody can't express himself to somebody.
Right.
He can't put it into words.
Or it's okay for him to sleep in the same bed because it's a boy. Well, would you feel the same if it was a girl? Either way, it's a vulnerable adult. It's somebody with a childlike mind, whether it's a boy or a girl. You can't say, well, he wouldn't, men don't do anything with little boys. It's like, okay. I mean, yeah, you can't say that it's okay if it's a boy and not a girl. I mean, look at all the Boy Scout leaders and all these other people who surround themselves with little boys.
Yeah. Sorry.
So you can't say it. Yeah, you can't say it's innocent. What about all these priests with the boys? Yeah, so
say that absolutely.
Yeah, so you can't say it's innocent because it's a boy. Yeah.
Especially when you're hugging a grown fucking man.
Right, and a bunch of men that got flown in from all parts of the country.
To hug Timmy.
Yeah, to hug Timmy. Yeah, yeah. Yep. Yeah, I wouldn't blame me either. Not saying Eric would do anything because he has a daughter, but it's still strange. Yeah. Yeah.
It makes me uncomfortable. That's all it needs to do.
Right.
That's all it needs to do is make him uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't understand why he thinks he has this great relationship with Timmy. I believe
it was literally like 33 days. 3 days at the end of June, and then so it went from the end of June to the end of August, which is only 60 days. You know what I mean? And then there was a whole month of July where he wasn't there. So you have 3 days in the end of June, and then you have 33 days, a little more than 30 days in August. Well, and a few days he wasn't even there. So yeah, you got 30 days in August that he wants. He thinks he owns Timmy now, that he's his, his adoptive father. Now I know what adoption's like. I mean, yeah.
Oh my God, he spent no time. I mean, he really spent no time when he got. I even said this when he was done and he wanted to talk on the phone and he was done entertaining Timmy, who acts like a child, right? Who's never been alone, right? He sends him into a room by himself. Like Timmy's never been alone.
No.
He slept with his mother. And I'm not saying that to make fun of. I'm saying that to, hey, he has never been alone. But what was he supposed to do with all of this time where he was able to? You think he really wanted to turn a TV set on to watch what he wanted to watch? Do you think that?
No,
Of course
nope,
not. I don't
nope.
think
They even asked.
on or anything.
In fact, that's why when he pushed that big TV, that used TV, into on Labor Day.
Used
They pushed it. Well, yeah, it was the used TV on Labor Day. They pushed it in the living room and made this big presentation on Labor Day and pushed it straight over to Ray because they said Ray's the only one that really watches TV.
That's
and
right.
they gave it to Ray. I've never seen Timmy watch a TV ever. It's Ray.
Exactly.
Mhm.
I've seen Timmy with the coloring books.
Yep, yep,
Coloring books or drawing or something.
yep. They pushed that TV over to Ray and said, "Look, Ray, look what we got for you." Because he's the one that's glued to the TV all the time. In fact, he said, "Yeah, he's on it all the time." He really late at night. Yeah,
And
huh?
Larry used to watch it too. You know, Larry, I've caught Larry watching the TV
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, but Timmy ain't over there like, "Dang, where's the TV, man? This overnight stay is going to be horrible without a TV." Yeah. Oh, I'll get you one. Yeah, that did not happen. Yeah.
Yeah, he failed us every which way possible, but he failed the Whittakers even more. And that's the
Yep.
truth. You know what I'm saying? Does he really watch Price is Right? Is that true?
Yeah, he does. It was always on Price is Right. In fact,
Good for Ray.
yeah.
Good for Ray.
Yep.
Gotta love it.
Even made a comment that when they were being questioned about the money, I said, "How fitting, The Price is Right is in the background." But yeah, Ray watched it, and yeah, they said he'd watch it late and he'd watch it in the morning. But yeah, and if you notice, everybody's on the porch. Where was Ray? Inside watching TV.
Always inside.
Always inside watching TV.
One thing you got to know is that, you know, Ray's knee, I think there was always pain with Ray. And, you know, I don't know that Ray was as healthy as everybody else, because when you look at Ray, you know, like I looked at a video of Ray where somebody was trying to help him. And I said to myself, man, they can almost wrap their hand around his arm. Like he really was very thin. He started getting incredibly thin. So
Yeah.
it would be, you know, I don't expect this, but it would be nice to see them looking healthier. You know, if everybody's going to say that, you know, they're better off where they are, it would be nice to see that picture of them without any explanation, but just a picture of Ray with some weight on him, clean, and you know, however, Timmy wants to keep his hair, but yet clean, and Lorraine with her son. I would love to see something like that. I don't think that's going to come our way, but that's a nice little picture I'd like to have in my head. I knew he watched the Westerns.
Yep, and the Westerns, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was him, and that's why they made a point to push the TV over to Ray. And you can tell in that video, Ray had about enough of this shit. It's written all over him. When he was at that condo, remember he's laying down, he looked like he didn't feel good, he wanted to just go home. And then they said, "Oh, Ray wants to go home." He started grabbing his stuff to go. Yeah, Ray wants to go home. Yep, he didn't even want to be at that condo.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this family, they didn't ask for any of this.
Right. And was anybody at death's door? Was it life or death to come take him away in ambulances? Then what they did, and you know what's weird? We were right. The people that said, because Eric gave it away. So, okay, so from the house, they went in the ambulances and they all went down to the emergency room. Eric was called down to the emergency room, right? Eric was at APS when they were extracted. Then the APS said, "Come down to the emergency room. We got him." So Eric goes down to the emergency room, right? And anyway, him and Jeff or his buddy Mark, I mean, douche was down there, and they were there for like a day, I think, at the emergency room or something like that. And after that, did you catch? They went to a hotel. Remember, we kept hearing they were in a hotel. They were. And did you hear what Eric said? Somebody let slip a video of Timmy at the hotel. Remember we saw him in the lobby getting some coffee or some shit? Remember that?
Right. That's
Remember
right.
we
Yes.
and everybody's saying, "Oh, that was with Eric." No, he was never in a hotel with Eric. That was the picture that got leaked, and Eric said that was from the security guard. Security guard caught that picture, and that was when they went to the hotel after the emergency room. Remember, we saw Timmy in the lobby of the hotel.
Yeah, by the coffee machine.
Yeah, by the coffee machine, exactly.
But here's the thing. Here's the problem with that, though. And this is just the truth. The problem with that was Timmy's hair was longer. It wasn't cut yet. It was not cut yet. And so that's the thing that made everybody in the chat say, wait a minute, Timmy has his hair cut. So
no, that was the grocery store picture.
No. I remember this distinctly. Guys in the chat, talk to us. Remember the picture that was it was taken in the hotel? Definitely, because we matched it. I matched it on my channel. Somebody sent me the picture of the microtel was what it was. And it was a microtel. I think it was in Beckley. And I showed pictures of the same exact coffee station and everything. But the one of Timmy, his hair was longer, and it was longer. And yes, Gunsmoke with Matt Dillon, not the Matt Dillon that you guys know as an actor, but there was a character, and his name was Matt Dillon.
Yeah, but guys, so when did Eric have Timmy in a hotel? That never happened.
I'm not saying that. Wait, I'm not saying Timmy has anything to do with that hotel. What I'm so not saying Eric has anything to do with that hotel. I'm saying if you go look at that, you guys know, hello guys in the chat. Are we still in the chat? There's like 50, 60 people here. Guys, I don't know if we're still with us. You're right, Toddy. That's Punky. Thank you, Punky. So yeah, his hair was longer, and at that point, that's who I didn't catch that in the chat. Somebody caught it, and I was like, "Hey, they're right. Look, his hair is longer." And his
when was his hair? When was the hair longer than before that?
I think so. So
before they got taken.
Yes. The hair was shorter. No. He took them to get their haircuts, remember? And Timmy got a haircut. And that's the way he should have looked in the hotel. But he didn't. His hair was longer in the hotel. We noticed somebody noticed it about the because it was about the hair. It was about the haircut. Man, let me look at that video. You're gonna drive me crazy. I wonder if we could find it. Timmy in hotel. Let's see.
Okay, or look at the video where they're getting taken by APS out of Patrick's house.
What about that video?
Well, that's how long his hair was a couple days before the hotel. Because he got taken by APS, they went down the emergency room, and after the ER, they went to a hotel.
Okay, so I'm looking at the picture of Timmy at the grocery store, and Timmy's hair is short the way it was cut at that time. Okay, the
grocery store, though, that was like 3 months. That was November or something. That was a few months after they left.
That was after they were taken, for sure.
Yeah, months, yep.
After they were taken, for sure.
Okay, here he is leaving Patrick's house, getting hauled away. And it looks kind of long. Oh, wait, yeah. Yeah, can you pull up the one where Timmy gets removed from Patrick's house?
Hang on, Timmy. Removed from Patrick's. Wait, from
It's Fugitive Recovery Agent channel.
You guys are so funny. Patrick's house. Here we go.
Here's another one. Bye bye, Mama. Yeah.
I see it. I see it. I see it. Okay, so let me see. Why is Betty hitting it up? No, his hair is short. I'm looking at a really short hair of his. His hair is really short. I did the whatchamacallit. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me just show you. Hang on.
Can you pull it up on the screen?
I am. Hang on 1 second. Let me do this. Yeah, I can. So it's the Fugitive Recovery Channel. I can get it this way. Hang on. Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on.
It shows them getting hauled out, and it's kind of looking down on Timmy, so you can see his bald spot. But it's the sides.
Hang on 1
the
second.
sides. Yeah.
Hang on, because I gotta get it. I gotta share and get it. Give me a second. Here it is, right here.
Yeah. So they're.
Do you see it on the screen?
Yeah. Yeah. I just had it pulled up on mine. Yeah.
No. Do you see it on this screen?
I see it on the phone. My laptop's a little behind. You guys see it?
Yeah, because I don't know if they see it. Hang on.
No, we just see Eric the shark.
No, really? Is that what you see?
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Okay. So I got to go over there to that channel and move the. Okay, so Timmy's right there. His hair is cut. I mean, his hair is cut short. Hang on. You see it? See, his hair is cut short.
Mm-hmm.
You see? You see it?
Doesn't really look short to me.
It's not long like the whatchamacallit one. I know the one you're talking about. It was from Watson.
The one in the hotel?
Yeah, the Watson family thing. You can see the long hair on his where it's scraggly on the other one. So we got to find that one, I guess. Talk to the chat while I look. I'm gonna
yeah. The long scraggly hair was. Yeah, I just saw that. It was a little older than that. When he was getting hauled away here. Do you have that picture of him in the hotel? I think it's it. Oh, okay. I think his hair is the same as then. And because
I think it's longer. I really do. I think it's longer.
Oh, okay. So I think
that one called? What was that? That was Timmy. They called it in facility, right? Timmy Whittaker in a facility.
Yeah, so they got hauled away.
Facility, right?
Yeah, so the picture with Timmy getting hauled away.
Just so you know, hang on. Okay, hang on. Do you see me still or no? You don't see this. Hang on. No, you don't. Hang on. I gotta show you. Let me get over there.
Susan said she sees.
Okay, you see it now? So this is one that let's just play this.
A gentleman by the name of Nicholas Ross posted on social media today a picture that clearly looks like Timmy Whittaker pushing a shopping cart through Walmart.
And this is true.
Reading through the comments on the post, some people aren't sure if this
Hang on.
Timmy Whittaker's been spotted out in public.
These things,
or at
least that's the shopping one, and that was 3 months after they got taken.
Today, a picture that clearly looks like Timmy Whittaker pushing a shopping cart through Walmart. Reading through the comments on the post, some people aren't sure if this is an old picture that was taken or if this is a new picture, in fact, of Timmy Whittaker today.
It's a new picture.
The gentleman that posted the picture claims that he took the picture of Timmy Whittaker walking
and
through
that
a wall.
Picture was legit. The one in the store, he really was him, and his hair did grow. Because it was.
I know that Timmy, Lorraine, and Ray were all taken by Adult Protective Services by the state of West Virginia. So, can they legally have Timmy Whittaker homed in North Carolina, even though he was taken by the state of West Virginia. This is the picture the gentleman posted that he claims he took today. We can clearly see this is Timmy Whittaker, but the question in fact still.
We gotta find the other one.
Twist your hand.
Timmy in facility. Hang on. I'm gonna try to find the one that I'm talking about. I know the one you're talking about too. Because it was put up by
Yeah, so the one in the grocery store was 3 months later, and I don't think it was in Tennessee or whatever. I think it was in Beckley, the Walmart in Beckley.
Yeah, I don't think they've really gone anywhere.
No, I think it was a Walmart in Beckley. But so after the emergency room on Monday the 8th, they went to a hotel by the next day, and they were about the next day or two. So yeah, it would have been his hair in the hotel should look pretty much like it does in the extraction video, as they call it.
It doesn't though. I'm telling you, that's why I know it was an older video. His hair wasn't cut yet. That's the thing that made it stand out. I'm trying to find it. I really am trying to find it. I think I did a video on it myself, but God only knows. I'm gonna have to. So many people about his dad and stuff like that. This is just disgusting, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I knew about the dad a couple years ago. I never put that out because really it doesn't matter who the dad is, and that guy's dead. He can't even defend himself. You know what I mean? So who knows if he's just a fall guy? Who cares? Who cares who Timmy's dad is? He's almost 50 years old. Doesn't matter at this point.
yeah, it's none of our business.
It's none of my business. Yeah, that's why I never put nothing out. But it's none of my business who his dad is. Nobody's business. And who cares? It wouldn't change anything. You'd find out his dad's working anybody. It really doesn't change anything.
Exactly. I'm still looking for that. Just so you know.
They gave him a rat tail.
They did give him a rat tail. I saw a rat tail on him, but that wasn't it.
Yeah.
The hair when he got his haircut. Now this is a real, because this is one of yours, Kathy. I'm gonna put one of your videos out here. What do you think of that? I'm gonna put it out. I'm gonna show you. Let me. Oh,
that one. Oh my gosh! You know what?
Look at how short his hair is here.
I came across a video the other day.
Well, this was but that was that was a month before he got extracted. So yeah, I mean, yeah. So that was,
Yeah, that's really shaven though. But
no, that was a month probably before they got taken. They got taken on the 8th of September, and this was probably the middle of August. That's when they were still. That's when they were still doing stuff for him. Because if you notice, they stopped doing any favors for the Whittakers. A bag of chips is all they got. They get brought a bowl and a couple of things. That was it.
Exactly.
I mean, then they didn't want to spend no money on them. It was all about them and their. But you know what? This update, the weirdest thing.
Do you remember when it was that Timmy, when that video came out? Because I did a video on it. Like
what video?
Not the video, but when the video of the hotel. Do you remember? You're full of dates. The one that came out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was right after the extraction, within a week or two. It was shortly after the extraction. Yeah.
Okay, that's true. That's when it came out. That's when that video came out. So let me see if I can find it. Let me just see if I can find it, because I know I did a video on it. So let me just see if I can find it. But we'll keep talking. We'll keep talking about it.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll still keep talking.
Yeah. So, but Eric has said many times that after the emergency room, once he trained them how to take care of the Whittakers and put lotion on their knees, then they went to a hotel. So I never believed that, but I guess it would be logical. They can't sit at the ER forever, and there's not a facility picked out. So in the meantime, yeah, they'd probably I just thought, well, you have to have some caretakers sitting with them 24/7. Not like you can just drop them off the hotel, check them in, and go do stuff. They all have to be watched around the clock, you know.
Exactly.
So there had to be some staff at that hotel, you know what I mean? And Eric claims that that picture of Timmy in the lobby of the hotel was taken by the security guard of all people. And they were told not to take pictures, and somehow that he's ratting on the security guard because that was a security guard photo from the lobby or whatever. He said he's claiming that's the picture that leaked out of Timmy at the hotel.
The one that I'm talking about, the one that I'm looking for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's claiming that's the picture that got leaked. That was the hotel they went afterwards. And if you think about it, Eric never stayed in a hotel with Timmy. Never. So when was Timmy in a hotel? If it wasn't with Eric, who was it with? You know what I mean? Eric didn't bring Timmy to a hotel. They were condos and houses or whatever.
Here we go. Wait a minute.
Yeah, Eric is throwing everybody under the bus, and why? And yeah, he seems to have a little bit of leverage or some kind of dirt on the APS. So I would love to hear that, Eric. Come out and tell us what the dirt is. Spill the beans, Eric.
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking for it. Hang on. So you're saying that it should be out here. Let me see.
It should be between September 9th, well, sometime in the second or third week of September, maybe at the end of September at the most.
All right, let me see.
Now, somebody was saying, I remember the excuse that came out because Eric didn't stay at hotels. But then they said, oh, yeah, that's when he brought him to North Carolina. Now, wait a minute. You telling me that he brought Timmy to North Carolina and didn't do any videos about it? You know what I mean? Just took a picture of him in the lobby from far away? That makes no sense. It sounded like an excuse.
It definitely wouldn't have been that. Where is my shit on Timmy? Damn. I'm looking. Oh.
Yep. Looking at a Timmy file.
This might, well, no, I don't have a Timmy file, but I have. There we go. Let me see if it's this one. Hang on. Let me just see something. Hang on. Do you see me?
Do I see you?
No, right? I haven't. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a middle icon up. In the back. Yeah, I do.
Okay, but that's not. I'm not seeing anything. Hang on.
Not on the screen at all. My screen's a little.
That's okay. I don't think anybody's really seeing me. I'm trying to find like. I don't know. That wasn't that video, so I gotta see.
Now, if all of a sudden, Beckley Adult Protection hands Timmy over to Eric, let them take Timmy, then maybe he did have something on him. You know what I mean? Because if all of a sudden they said, you know what I mean?
Absolutely, that would be really, really.
That would be very telling if all of a sudden Eric got his way. You know, because they don't want something to get out. I'd be a little nervous if I was making threats to, some government somewhere that I had dirt on them. You know,
I agree.
I wouldn't want to end up with some concrete shoes. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. I'm still looking for it, man. I'm still looking for it.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah. If you have it, you have it. Don't you don't? But yeah,
I did do videos about it. I just apparently didn't name them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I did. I did do the videos. What are they saying in the comments? Can you read the comments?
Eric throwing everybody under the bus. Something tells me throwing shade is not new to Eric. No, he's got a pattern of it. Not My Monkey said this was probably a trip home from haircuts. Oh, the one that was on the screen, I think she's referring to. Yeah, I gave him a rat tail. Yeah, Somebody Marshmallow said on that video of Timmy getting extracted out of Patrick's house, said Timmy was pulling his hair out on his own out of stress. I thought so too. It looked like he was pulling on his hair.
Yeah, I believe that. I
I mean,
believe
can you
that.
imagine it? And you imagine all the times for days and days that Lorraine is saying, Betty, Betty, because that's what they said. She always
Right.
called for Betty, Betty, Betty. I mean,
Right.
how many times they heard that? And Timmy saying, Mama, Mama, Mama. You know what I mean, and
Right,
because
right.
yeah, that's his mom, but Betty's his mom too. Betty's the one that raised him from birth, put right in diapers from the time Timmy was born. Betty was diapering him and feeding him and raised him. Betty raised Timmy. You know.
Yeah, and I got something else to say now that I'm sitting here going through my old videos of them. Do you remember when we got beat up? Well, first of all, I got to blame this one on Justin, because Justin said that Eric paid the Whittakers, and clearly there was no payment to the Whittakers. Remember when
No.
Justin said that?
Justin
So,
said it, but Larry personally got very angry when I asked him. I said, "Did Justin pay you?" And he said, "No, he didn't." He got really, really mad. So
yeah,
no, I know he did.
Supposedly he got that information from BJ, supposedly. So that's on Justin. But he was showing me shit from BJ supposedly too on the phone. So that's why I was like verifying it. I just, I don't know. Who knows anymore?
Always Faith said she found it quickly on YouTube. Timmy Whittaker hotel lobby. Type that in.
Oh, thank you, man. Because I'm going nuts here. Thank you so much. Okay, hang on.
Timmy Whittaker hotel lobby.
Just to show you, when I tell you guys I don't know what I'm doing, you should know that. Like, now I'm telling the truth. Timmy Whittaker hotel lobby. Thank you, man. Thank you. Let's see, because this would drive me crazy.
Yeah, because Larry said also that, and this is where Patrick got this from. Larry said he can only imagine when they took Timmy, how Timmy would have tore the place up. I said, really? He said, yeah, when Timmy gets mad and upset, he starts getting crazy and he'll wreck things. He gets crazy. Yeah, he will tear the place up, he said.
Okay, wait a minute. So it's got to be on a channel that I'm blocked from, because I can't bring it up. Is there any way you can send me the link to that?
Yeah, let me look.
Timmy Whittaker hotel lobby, and I see Timmy Whittaker.
Timmy Whittaker hotel lobby.
Spotted out in public. Patrick yelled at Timmy on Labor Day. Timmy Whittaker misses his furry, and the Whittaker family update: Patrick missing. So I don't see the hotel lobby one. Do you see it, Kathy? Because I don't see it.
I'm looking right now. I'm trying to. My phone's like that. Timmy Whittaker hotel lobby. I don't see it. Let me try something else. All right, Timmy. Is it a short? Oh, here he is in the grocery store.
I saw the grocery store. I got that one already.
Okay.
I have it under.
It probably is a short, right? I'm imagining.
Yeah, but I have it under all, and it didn't come up. So here, short. Let's see if it comes up.
Yeah, I just found a bunch of clips under my shorts I forgot about. Because unless you pull it... Oh, it is a short. She says it's a short.
Okay, but I still...
Scammer Buster 101 is the channel.
Scammer Buster?
Yeah, 101 is the channel.
Okay, hang on.
Scammer, just the way it sounds, yeah.
Scammer Buster 101?
Mm-hmm.
Scammer Buster 101. Hang on. All right, let me go to this channel. And you're saying that here is the Whittaker thing, right? Here is Timmy Whittaker. Am I in Scammer Buster? When your governor ignores the Constitution, you ignore your governor. Is that the thing that says that at Scammer Buster 101?
Yeah, Scammer Buster is a channel. Mm-hmm.
All right, and Timmy Whittaker. Let me just punch in Timmy Whittaker. See if we can even do this. Let's see. Oh, I got it. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Okay, okay. So his hair is longer. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you, my friend. Hang on. Hang on. We're gonna go over here. Hang on. Thank you for the whoever did that. Thank them, please.
Yeah, and then see the date on it.
I will do. Let me get over here because I got to share the screen. Share screen. Timmy Whittaker. You see it?
Let's see. Yeah, it's tiny though. I can't really see it. I can't put it on the screen.
I can't make it any bigger because it's a vertical shot. I don't know how to make it bigger because it's vertical.
Oh, put it on the screen. There you go.
Do you see it now?
Yeah, it's on the screen.
So you see his hair? His hair is longer than that. You see? I think his hair is
looks
longer.
the same to me. Did he just swat at somebody? Do it again.
Yeah. He didn't like that person. He didn't like that person telling him anything. So you want me to see the date of this, right?
Yeah, that's the date.
Well, this was at least 7 months ago. Yeah.
Hi, Joyce.
So, all right, let me get out of here. Let me come back over here.
And Emma. Good evening to Emma.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Spooky Jan.
And anybody else, if I missed anybody.
Thank you. Thank you, Spooky Chan. Let's wave goodbye to Spooky Chan. They want to be important. We're stealing content over here now. Did you see all the thumbnails on the other channel? But I'm stealing content over here now. All right. There's Eddie Van Halen's brother, just so you know. Yeah, so I don't know, Kathy. To me, it looks like his hair was longer than when he was picked up. Than when, he was extracted. So
well,
I mean, that's definitely up for debate, no?
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to see clearer pictures. It all looks the same to me, but how long were they in these hotels? You know what I mean?
I don't even know why he was in the hotel. You said that it was right after, right? Right after the extraction.
Well, they went from the ER after a day, maybe, or two, because I think he said he went down to the hospital. Everything was cool the first day. Second day, he got a little bit of pushback, and the third day, they told him to take a hike. So then he said from there, they went to a hotel. So they're probably in the ER or the hospital maybe 2 days or something. I don't know. But then they went to a hotel, and I don't know. Were they in the hotel a couple days? Were they in a couple months? I don't know. The date of video, September 16th.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, so that would have been a week and a day after they were taken. Yep. So you guys can look at the hair, the length of the hair in the video, and the Patrick's getting extracted, and the length of the hair in the hotel 8 days later, and see if it's the same length. It's too small for me to see. The date's in the description box. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, I feel like we've been on for a couple hours. I get up early. It's already like 9:30, 9 something.
Okay.
So, but I enjoyed this, and I think that we had a good group of people in here, and we were talking about the right thing and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It's when it was put up there, but it was probably put up there the same day. I mean, usually people do. I don't know, maybe we'll find out about that, but because I will answer some questions like what's up there, and did he take him someplace else?
Yeah. So yeah, if suddenly Eric gets his way, then I guess maybe he did have some dirt on the API.
Maybe.
Yeah. If they
No, I'm
cave
not saying
into
that his hair looks long, but it's not near as close cut as it was. You know, it's not as crazy as it was, but it is longer than what it looked like when he was taken, in my opinion. You know,
yeah,
maybe
and
I'm
then
wrong, but
yeah,
it's hard to
and
see.
the grocery store was a couple months later, that's for sure. But yeah, well, good night to you too, Sarah, and everybody else. Have a good rest of your evening, your Wednesday evening.
Yep. I appreciate all you guys for being here. Kathy, I appreciate you for being here.
Yep. Thank you. I appreciate coming on. Thank you.
Thank you, Grace. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you for doing this for me tonight. Kathleen, thank you. And everybody for showing up. Thank you. Kathy, thank you.
Thank you. Peace.
Say peace.
Peace.